Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show. Nikhil Chawla, founder of the Unbiased Blog, joins us now to talk about the impact of coronavirus on your gadgets. I'm not talking about your gadgets in particular. I'm talking about gadgets in the market, of course. And Nikhil, there have been a lot of reports of how China has had to shut down production and manufacturing because of the spread of coronavirus. So are we seeing some sort of a rise in component costs, which in turn may cause the next mobile phone that we may buy to be more expensive than what we were buying pre-coronavirus?
Absolutely. The supply chain has been really ridiculed right now. And also, other than that, not just coronavirus, there's a big dent by the government also by increasing the GST on mobile phones. So obviously, anyways, the demand was a little less considering that it was corona and the production was slow. The government also added GST, extra GST now to the smartphone industry. I had a word with a few, sellers and resellers and buyers also, and I could really clearly see the impact. People are not really keen to go in a store and check out devices because they're not very sure if a person who is suspected as a corona patient could have touched the device. So there's a lot less footfall in these shops. Even buying online, people are really considering should they hold on till the corona threat is a little lesser than what it is right now. So a lot of things going on because of corona, and yes, it has definitely impacted. Considering about now talking about the supply chain, yes, not just about price increase. I'm worried about phones even making it to the market because if you don't have enough parts and components that make up a smartphone, yes, we are doing make in India, but there are still some components that are made in China, and there the factories have been shut for a while now. So there's a lot of backlog orders they have to fulfill first before they can make new ones. So obviously the lot of smartphones have also, we will also see a delay in release of the smartphones. For example, I'll talk about Motorola, the Razor that was supposed to launch in starting of February, but got delayed till this 16th of March. So you can see the delay has really prolonged and it is showing the impact now.
Okay. Nikhil, I was actually going to ask you about the Moto Razor, but you've got that answered for me. Now, a lot of our viewers are obviously working from home, as we call it. So I must ask you this question. What gadgets, what apps would you recommend they download to make their work from home experience a bit more productive?
For sure. I mean, first of all, whatever gadgets you're using right now, make sure that you clean it after days. It's very important to keep them clean and keep them clean. Sanitize yourself also and your gadgets because your phone also gets a lot of germs. It's not just your hands, so keep them swiped up. And talking about gadgets, I think it's important to have yourself entertained and still feel exercised and all, to not keep sitting all day. So it's important to wear a Fitbit or a wearable that asks you to get up. It's very important. It's not that you're sitting at home, you take off your wearable and keep it aside. It's important to keep it wearing so that it reminds you to get up, do those steps, and walk inside your premises or go on the roof or go somewhere which is close and safe. And also talking about apps and all, I think a lot of OTT content on the rise thanks to all this because we're all sitting at home. Consumption of content has gone up really. So OTT apps are really interesting. There are a lot of apps that you can learn things from, not just consume content, but also learn things from. So you can learn a new language while you're sitting here. You can download a Duolingo app or something that really whatever you wanted to do that you thought there was no time for you to do, you can do that. You can learn new musical instruments. A lot of things that everything is there nowadays. You just have to go there, search for it, and you'll have an app ready for you. So it's just that keep yourself busy, keep yourself clean, and keep everything like whatever gadgets you're using, the tech you're using, make sure that you're clean swiping it, not just using it every day in there out.
Nikhil, I'll have to do a separate interview and discussion with you on how to use your time productively, what movies to watch, and what hobbies to learn. But I think we're out of time today. So thank you, as always, Nikhil. It's a pleasure having you with us on The Money Show. And with that, we're out of time on this episode. Thank you for watching.